Unreal. Other day we were doing some moving and things. It was really hot the one day. It's a couple, like I guess probably about 2 weeks ago actually. But you know, we were driving a lot and things, and we hadn't brought any water along to drink. And so it was, you know, hot. We're all thirsty. I had to stop at a gas station. So I went in and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get something to drink. I mean, I never do that, but I thought, well, you know, I used to drink a lot of soda. I used to drink iced tea. I used to drink a lot of things like that. And I thought, well, there's got to be something good, you know. So walk into this gas station mini market thing and like, okay, there's the whole cooler with the soda. Avoid that whole thing. Just forget that. I mean, you know, I used to drink like, I'd get the big 24 pack of Dr. Pepper when I used to work at building boats years and years ago. And I just drink, you know, I drink like 5 cans a day, you know, and a gallon of iced tea. I'd go through that in, you know, a day or two. And it was just crazy. So I went organic because of health issues that I was having, and I was, praise the Lord for the knowledge for that. But anyways, so, you know, I'm like, okay, I can't, no soda. So I'm looking and I'm like, you know, I don't trust the water because half the time they're putting fluoride in the water. And so I was looking, you know, okay, what about orange juice? Well, orange juice is bottled by the same people that make Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and there's you know, actually more sugar in that than there is in soda pop. So I'm like, can't do that. So I thought, you know, I looked at iced tea and I thought, well, if I can get some kind of tea, you know, and things, I mean, we're just like dying of thirst here, you know, and won't be doing this again. But so I'm looking and I'm like, okay, sweet tea, real brewed tea, pure leaf, you know, Lipton here. And I thought, I've gotten this stuff before. So I looked and it says brewed tea, sugar, citric acid. Okay. I thought, well, the sugar, obviously they're putting white sugar in it. They're not going to use cane sugar or anything or whatever. So I thought, well, yeah, and I'm tossing back and forth. I thought, well, okay, you know, I don't do this very often. I'll just get it, you know, just whatever. and so, you know, and they had this organic tea there too. It was funny. And I was like, oh, organic tea. And I'm looking down through and it was like, you know, had a bunch of junk in it, chemicals in it and stuff, natural flavors, which is monosodium glutamate, you know, MSG. Excitotoxin makes you think that you're actually enjoying it and wanting, and you know, make you think that you want more, is what that thing is. But so, you know, we like drinking it and it was like, that's pretty good. It's kind of sickeningly sweet, but I thought, well, you know, at least it's cold. It's, you know, liquid that we can feel hydrated again. So we get home and we're looking down through, and my wife goes, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, what? You know, what did they put in it? Partially produced with genetic engineering. See if I can get that down there at the bottom. You know, like, oh, it's just partially produced with genetic engineering. Oh, well, it'd have been bad if it was totally produced with genetic engineering, but partially is okay. It's just like, you know, partially poisonous. Don't worry, the whole thing's not bad, you know. So I was just like, are you kidding me? You know, I know for a fact, I used to get this stuff years ago before the Lord started showing me truth about the whole processed food from big companies like Lipton. But I used to get this stuff years ago, and there wasn't anything on there about genetic engineering. No way. It's frustrating. You know, I mean, we live in a fallen world and everything else. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, for the love of money is the root of all evil. You know, there's more to the verse, but that really kind of summarizes what this whole thing is about. You see, because this isn't going to kill you, all right, but it will make you sick if you're drinking this stuff on a regular diet, as part of a regular diet. Soda pop, same thing. All this processed junk food, this is just drinks. There's all the potato chips and you know, anything microwavable and whatever else. It's not going to kill you the first time you eat it, but it's going to keep you in a constant state of wanting more through MSG, natural flavors it's called. What a joke. You know, it's going to keep you always wanting to buy more and never feeling satisfied. I mean, when's the last time you drank 1 can of soda and said, I'm good for the whole day? Never going to happen. You know, you're always wanting more. You feel thirsty after you're done drinking it. You know, it's crazy. But we were just at the store today, you know, and we got this. We used to get these organic graham crackers for our son, you know, and he likes graham crackers. And again, we went, and it's like, we bought it before, we looked at the package before, we went this time, same package, looked at the ingredients, natural flavors. The one said natural flavors. The other one cracked me up. It actually said organic natural flavors. It's like, okay, so, you know, MSG can now be organic. Who knew, you know? I mean, you know, it just would stand to reason that these big companies are going to get to a point where they really could care less if they're being honest about organic things. You know, they just get to a point where they'll just say, it's organic. Why? We said so. You know, I mean, I guess we'll eventually have organic chemotherapy or organic, you know, cyanide or something like this. I mean, it's insane. So all that to say, it is so important. It is vital. I mean, it's not even, you know, you could make the argument at one point in time that if you're eating too much sugar, even natural sugar, it's not good. Moderation here, you know, some of the natural fats and stuff, you need to balance things. If you're getting sugar from your fruit, you know, or even organic heirloom wild fruit has some level of sugar in it, don't eat too much of that, you know, moderation. That's stuff that you're going to see in the Bible. This stuff is toxic waste. We're talking poisonous, all right? And, you know, you got to constantly be vigilant. I mean, be sober, be vigilant. Because your adversary, the devil, can't think how the verse goes, it's in Peter there, but talks about, you know, he roams about seeking whom he may devour. And it's just like, if you are living in a state of sickness and your mind is not clear and whatever else, you're going to have a real hard time living for the Lord. And lost people are going to have a hard time getting saved a lot of times. I mean, you just look at the health of the average person out there. I mean, we have stuff in American supermarkets other countries have banned. You know, America is probably the leading just toxic food seller out there. And I mean, you see people, it's just like they're just, you try to talk to them and they just kind of look at you. I mean, they're just not even there. Nobody's home, you know. It's to a point, and you know, oh, it's just so expensive to eat organic stuff. That is another one of the biggest lies out there. I mean, if you're buying the real expensive organic type of stuff, well, okay, you know, but if you're going to small farm stands or even trying to pick stuff for yourself and drinking water, don't drink other things, or you're not going to see it being real expensive. So just a little warning to you out there. Be very aware of what's in your food, because it will affect your health. And I think a lot of this stuff, if you really get into the high levels of the toxicity with foods, I think it will actually affect you spiritually, on a spiritual level. I mean, it is like really bad, you know. So just be careful what you eat. Pray over what you eat before you put it in your mouth too. That's another big important thing. So that's going to be it. Thank you for watching.